What is up, homies? Today we're informing you guys of the top 10 most dangerous animals in the world. You'll actually be surprised at a few considering how they're actually kind of small. Also, be sure to stay till the end of the video to find out if we read your comments. Drop us a comment below and we may respond to it in the next video. So let's start off at number 10, the elephant. They're known as the largest mammal on Earth and can weigh up to 16,000 pounds or 5.5 cars. They're generally known to be calm, however could get agitated if bothered by anything. This means if you seem threatening or approach an elephant a little too quickly, well, they might just square up. They roll around in packs and they eat a lot of food. Because of this, they're known to actually wander into villages in India, and even if they don't realize, actually destroy the village itself. This causes villagers and people from nearby villages to attack, and the elephants react as if they're being hunted, so they go on a bit of a rampage. On top of this, male elephants are also known for going into must. This is usually when the elephant is sexually aroused or establishing dominance and causes the testosterone in the elephant to multiply up to 60 times its normal rate. And when it's in must, it's known to be extremely aggressive, attacking things for absolutely no reason at all. Must has been blamed for the death of zookeepers and other animals that just so happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Although they mostly reside in parts of Asia and India, you may find the elephant at your local circus. Now at number 9, we have the death stalker scorpion. The scorpion isn't known for having the sharpest or strongest pincers, but one of the deadliest venoms. Although to a healthy adult, its venom isn't known to be absolutely deadly, just extremely painful, it is known that the venom can be fatal for children or elderly people. It could also be extremely dangerous to those with heart problems, and worst case, the venom could actually cause your lungs to fill up with fluid. So if you're ever attacked by one of these, get to the hospital immediately. Most hospitals will have an anti-venom for this type of attack, so you'll be okay as long as you get there. If you just ignore it, well, your lungs and fluid, yeah, no good. But this venom could actually be useful to humans as well. There have been studies into using small doses of the venom to help with brain tumors and possibly insulin, which could help those with diabetes. The venom actually highlights small amounts of cancerous cells, which helps doctors remove cancerous pieces of the brain without affecting healthy functioning tissues. These little ones are only about 3 to 4 inches in size and live in the Middle East or North Africa. They're known to be quite aggressive when in captivity and can also attack when they're nervous or feel threatened. Meaning if you're in Egypt and sit down somewhere, one of these guys might be threatened and sting you. Then fluid, lungs, not a good idea. All kidding aside, these scorpions are known to eat small insects like crickets, but they also eat centipede spiders and even other death stalker scorpions. Number 8 is the pufferfish. These fish are known to live in the Indian, Pacific, and Atlantic Oceans and are a hot commodity in Japan. They're poisonous if you eat their livers, considering how it contains tetrodotoxin, which can kill you if you ingest more than 1 milligram. There is no known antidote for the poison either, meaning if you are served a fish which hasn't been properly cleaned, you could potentially be eating your last meal. There was a report of 5 men approximately in their 40s and 50s that enjoyed a dish of pufferfish one night at a restaurant in Japan. P.S. It's actually illegal to serve the poisonous liver in Japan. This restaurant served it anyways, and these men actually suffered symptoms of nausea, dizziness, and difficulty breathing 5 hours after eating the liver. They were admitted to hospital and all thankfully survived. Although deadly, it's known as a delicacy in Japan, but I don't think I'd try that one. Moving on to number 7, the hippopotamus. Also known as the hippo, they are responsible for killing approximately just under 3,000 people yearly in Africa. They're known to be quite aggressive and usually attack completely unprovoked. These guys can weigh up to 8,000 pounds, so if you see one charging at you, run. There have been multiple reports of hippos attacking humans on boats or just humans that just so happen to be in the same body of water as them. Although many find hippos to be harmless, they're known to be quite territorial and without question will go after any human they see near them. Studies believe that the hippos are under the assumption that said human is trying to take over their territory, which is why they attack. And it's hard to imagine how one would survive a hippo attack considering how they have massively sharp teeth, the jaw strength to demolish a whole watermelon, and can run up to 18 miles per hour. It's not too fast, but considering how they weigh 8,000 pounds, well, it's a little dangerous. Number 6 brings us to the poison dart frog, but more specifically, the golden poison dart frog. These little ones are known to be as small as 3/4 of an inch and can grow up to 2 inches, which is like the size of a paperclip. Like most frogs, these guys eat insects and flies by pulling them in with their sticky tongue. So how are these guys so dangerous to humans? I mean, it's pretty obvious they don't eat us. But what if we eat them? Well, that's definitely one way. In fact, these guys have so much poison in their glands that they could kill up to 10 grown men. That's absolutely insane. This is obviously deadly to animals who try to hunt them as well. The poison is known as batrachotoxin, which causes paralysis and possibly death if it gets into your bloodstream. Their poison was actually used to coat darts that the indigenous people would use to hunt. And another crazy fact is that this poison would stay deadly for up to a year. Number 5 is one of my personal favorites, the saltwater crocodile. These guys are known to be the largest largest reptiles on the planet and can grow up to 23 feet in length and weigh as much as 3,000 pounds. They're also insanely fast in the water, making these animals all-around killing machines. They're also known to attack for absolutely no reason at all, making them not only dangerously aggressive but unpredictable as well. Between their sharp, rigid teeth and death roll, the saltwater crocs are no fun for anything it attacks. The death roll is described as the croc gripping another animal or person in its jaws, dragging it into the water, then rotating using its body weight to turn over and over, still holding its prey. This usually causes the animal or human to drown, eventually becoming prey for the crocodile. These things will attack anyone that just so happens to stumble upon its territory, meaning if you don't know you're near one, you could be in a lot of trouble. They're known to attack boats, humans, and pretty much anything that crosses their path. They live primarily in Australia, where attacks are so common some areas have crocodile warning signs. They're responsible for hundreds of attacks yearly, and usually 50% are fatal. Number 4 is the king cobra. These snakes grow up to 13 feet long and can weigh up to 20 pounds, but it's not their size to worry about. Much like the death stalker and dart frog, these things are small but extremely dangerous. Their venom is known to be the most potent among venomous snakes and can kill up to 20 adults or even an elephant. The venom is a neurotoxin and can cause problems with vision, difficulty swallowing and speaking, skeletal muscle weakness, difficulty breathing, respiratory failure, vomiting, abdominal pain, and paralysis. This deadly venom can kill in 30 minutes or less, but thankfully there is an anti-venom. Although they're known to avoid humans if they can, should they feel threatened, they have no problem sizing up to you. I say that because these things are also known to have the ability to literally stand due to their length and small frame. The king cobra lives mostly in rainforests and plains of India, southern China, and Southeast Asia, and tend to feed on smaller snakes and birds, but can be known to eat other king cobras as well. Number 3, the Cape buffalo. The Cape buffalo can weigh up to 2,000 pounds, but it's short, usually between 3.5 to 5.5 feet. And although they are herbivores, they have no problem defending themselves against their top 2 predators, lions, and humans. These guys roll around in herds of up to 500 plus and are known to protect one another. Although they aren't the most aggressive, they're known to hold grudges against those that attack them. They attack head-on with their horns and are responsible for the most human deaths in Africa. When a hunter attacks one of these guys, they're known to attack back. So for the average human, not too much to worry about, but for hunters who see these guys as trophies, well, you better hope your first shot kills, otherwise you'll be the hunted one. Number 2 is the box jellyfish. I know, who'd expect a jellyfish to be the second deadliest animal in the world? Well, it is thanks to its extremely dangerous poisonous sting. Their box-shaped bodies are relatively small in size, however their tentacles could reach up to 10 feet in length. They usually eat small fish and shrimp, however a sting from these guys can be deadly to humans. Their sting contains toxins that attack the heart, nervous system, and skin cells. It's so painful, humans have been known to go into shock and drown or die of heart failure before even reaching shore. Unlike other jellyfish who drift, these guys could actually swim quite quickly and have 12 eyes, which they use to hunt prey. They're known to live in northern Australia as well as the Philippines and Hawaii. They won't necessarily attack a human, however, should you accidentally swim into one, well, just don't. Number 1 is the world's deadliest animal, and it's actually quite a shocker: the mosquito. Although many think they're just little bugs that leave an itchy red mark, they kill more than 500,000 people annually. They're known for carrying the very dangerous disease malaria, which can kill if not treated. According to the World Health Organization, there were 214 million cases of malaria in 2015 and 438,000 deaths. Although mosquitoes are known to reside all around the world in different regions except for Antarctica, they're known to spread malaria primarily in Africa and South Asia. Although there is a cure, if not treated, malaria could kill within a few days of symptoms. These symptoms often include fever, headache, chills, and vomiting. Mosquitoes are also known for passing along diseases such as West Nile and Zika, which has killed but isn't as dangerous as malaria. And that is it for your top 10 most dangerous animals. I want to know which one you would be the most afraid of. Are you surprised by any on the list? I know I was. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. And speaking of comments, let's see what you guys had to say in a previous video. So in a video we did titled YouTuber Almost Murdered, Shane Duty asked, what is your favorite sport? I think I've actually answered this one before, but to watch I would say hockey or football. To play, probably football or hockey again. Huge Leafs fan, I'm from Toronto, but I'm also a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. Tabor Hill, who the video was actually about, said, nicely done video, probably the best coverage of the incident that happened to me yet. Well done. Well, Tabor, thank you so much for that comment. We really do appreciate it. We do our best to cover all the trending news every single day. And that is all for your comments today, guys. Make sure to drop us a comment in the video. As mentioned before, we'll try to answer it in the next one. Until next time, I'll see you turkeys later.